Hello students, good morning. Students, in a previous video, we studied about the types of diagram. Let's continue with the same. So open page number 55, exercise number 2.3, question number 1. Following is the data on the number of employees working in various government departments. Present it with a suitable diagram. Now, the department and the number of employees are given. Okay, as I told you yesterday that if the data is not representing the time means year. If the data is not representing the time, we need to arrange them in ascending or descending order. So let's arrange all this data into descending order. So which is the highest number? That is 6,000. So 6,000 employees are there who are working in railway department. So railway, that is 6,000. Number 2, 4,000 in road transport. Road transport, that is 4,000. Number 3, in income tax department, in IT department, there are 3,000 employees. Number 4, that is finance. So in finance, 2,500, and finally the planning, that is 1,500. Now the department will be represented on the x-axis and the number of employees will be represented on the y-axis. So this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis, right? The highest number is 6,000. So let's take the difference of 1,000 on y-axis. Finally 6,000. Now the departments will be represented on the x-axis. The railway, let's denote it as R. Then road transport with RT. Third one, that is income tax. Next one, finance, and finally planning. So F for finance and finally P for planning. Now students, you can see in railway there are 6,000 employees. So in railway there are 6,000 employees. Second one, road transport, there are 4,000. Third one, the income tax department, there are 3,000. Next one, finance, there are 2,500 employees. So 2,500 lies between 2,000 and 3,000. So 2,000 and 3,000. And finally 1,500 in a planning. So 1,500 lies between 1,000 and 2,000. 1,000 and 2,000. Now on the right side we will write the scale. On x-axis, what we represent? We represent the departments. While on y-axis, we represent 1 centimeter is equal to 1,000 employees. So 1 centimeter is equal to 1,000 employees. Okay. Now Let's fill the data. On x-axis there are departments. On y-axis there are number of employees. What is remaining? The title. So yesterday I taught you how to write the title. You can use the data that is given in the questions. Now let's come to the next one. Question number 2. The data on the profit of a company is as under. Present it via appropriate diagram. Data is given in the year and the profit. The year is given from 2010 to 2015 and profit in crores is given to us. Now friend, the data represent the time, so we will not arrange them in ascending or descending order. So from 2010 to 2015 will be represent on the x-axis. So 2010 to 2015. So 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14 and finally 2015. Now the highest number in profit, we can see there is a 10. So let's take the distance as 2, 4, 6, 8 and finally 10. Now in 2010 the profit is 10 crore. So in 2010 the profit is 10 crore. In 2011 the profit is 5 crore. The 5 lies between 4 and 6. Third one, in 2012 you can see the value is negative, so we will represent it downward. So minus 2, this is the origin and the next one is minus 2. As the difference is 2 on the upward, take the distance of 2 downward. So in 2012 there are negative profit, that is minus 2. So we will represent downward in 2012. Next one, 2013, there are 4. So in 2013 there are 4 crores. 2014 8 and 2015 6. 2014 8 crores and in 2015 6 crore. Now let's make it beautiful. Right? On the right side, again we will write the scale. On x-axis, there is a year. So let's represent the year. On the y-axis, there are profits. So on y-axis, 1 centimeter is equal to 2 crore. Okay, so on y-axis it is profit. Okay, let's come to the next one. Question number 3. Changes in the price of share of 5 companies at Bombay Stock Exchange during an interval of 15 days are as follows. Present them by a suitable diagram. So we have given the 5 companies A, B, C, D, E, the price of shares of all the companies, and price of shares after 15 days. Again, it is not representing the time. We will arrange them in descending order of the actual share price. Now, the highest price is of the company C. So, company C, the highest price is 100, and after 15 days, the price of that share will be 150. Number 2, that is company D, it is 80, and after 15 days, the price of it is 60 rupees. Now third one, that is company A, 40, 60, then company E, 30, 10, and finally the company B, 20 and 30. Now the name of the company will be represented on the x-axis. So the first one is C, then D, A, E, and finally B. So we noted the companies on x-axis. Now the price of shares, the highest value in the price of shares is 150. So let's take the difference of 20 rupees. Okay. So in the company C, the price of the share is 100, and after 15 days, the price of that shares are 150. So we represent, because two data are given, we represent as multiple bar diagram. So the price of share is 100. The first half of 1 centimeter is 100, and after 15 days the price is 150, that lies between 140 and 160. So we divide 1 centimeter into 2 parts. That's why it is called the divided bar diagram. Let represent both in the different forms. Now the second one, the company D, the price of the share is 80, and in the second half it is 60. So the price of the share is 80 in the first half, and after 15 days it would be 60. Next one, in company A, 40 and 60. So 40 is the price, and after 15 days the price would be 60. Next one, in company E, 30 and 10. 30 lies between 20 and 40. So 20 and 40. Then 10. Finally, 20 and 30 in company B. So 20 and 30 is 20 and the 30. Now the scale on x-axis there are companies, on y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 20 rupees, because the difference on y-axis is 20. So what we represent? The price of the shares on y-axis. So price of the shares. Now we divide the bar graph into two parts. The first part represents the price of a share and the second part represents the price of the share after 15 days. So on the right side of the graph, the blank box represents the price of the shares and the colored block represents price of shares after 15 days. Now let's come to the next one. Question number 5. Information reading regarding the age of persons living in two different regions is as under. Present it by using an appropriate diagram. So which type of diagram we will draw is not mentioned. But students, on page number 47, the last line of the first paragraph strongly says that if the total is given, we will draw the diagram as divided diagram. Okay, on page number 47, last line of the first paragraph strongly says that if the total is given, we will draw the divided bar diagram. So before representing all this data, we need to do some calculation. For example, we need to find the split of line. So what is the split of line? The total number of peoples are 1200. Subtract the first 480, will get 720. So this number is called the split up number. Next one, just copy 720 and subtract the second number 360, will get 360. Next one, copy the same. Now subtract the next value 240, will get 120. Finally 120 minus 120 will get 0. Now do the same in region B. So the total number is 1000. Subtract the first number 350 and will get 650. Now copy 650 here. Subtract the second number of people, will get 400. Now copy the same. 400 minus 200 will get 200, and finally we get 0, as 200 minus 200 is nothing. Okay, so we will represent the split of line numbers into the graph. Now friend, we have only two regions, region A and region B. The highest number is the total of the people. So 1200 in region A and 1000 in region B. So from the origin, we take the distance of 200, 4, 6, 8, 1000 and 1200. Okay. Same as we will take two blocks, 2 centimeters to represent the region A and 2 centimeters for region B. And will represent the region A and region B on the x-axis, the regions, and the number of people on y-axis, number of people on y-axis. Now friend, the total number of region A are 1200. So total number of peoples are 1200 in region A and 1000 in region B. So this is region A and region B. Now let's use the split up numbers. The first is 720. So 720 lies between 600 and 800. So exactly middle of those 600 and 800 will get 700. Now slightly above than that it is 720. Now the second one 360 that lies between 200 and 400. So exactly in the middle we will get 300, and between 300 and 400 we will get 360. Next one, that is 120. So exactly middle the 100, and above than that we will get 120. Now the region B, 650 is the first split up number. 650, that is exactly middle will get the 700, and between 600 and 700 will get 650. Now next one 400 is given. Next one that is 200, it is also easy. Now let's make it more visible and interesting. So we will represent all the blocks in a different manners. It's the same region B. The second design for the second edges, do the same in region B. Now next one, do the same in the region B. Now friend, it is the time of taking the scale. So on x-axis there are the regions, on y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 200 person or people. Again we divide the bar graph into 4 portions. So let's represent all these blocks. The first one, that is the cross line, and that are the edges less than 15. So this is the edge less than 15. Now the second one, we put the cross sign in it. That are the edges between 15 to 35. Edges between 15 to 35. Now the next one, that are the edges 35 to 60. And finally the blank box shows the edges more than 60. Okay, so hope students you understand the whole concept. Enjoy the lectures. Thank you.